where do you think your team is right now? Just going through this short week, getting ready for Friday.
Right now, they're in the shower.
Mentally.
Oh, mentally. No, if you can't get up for this game, if you got, you shouldn't have to give motivational speeches or anything like that. These guys know how important this game is, and there's a lot. I think our guys feel the emotion. You can see the seniors. This is their last regular season football game, and on the line is getting to play another one. And these guys have meant so much to our program, and this game's important. We've had quite a bit of adversity with whether it be injuries or losses. It's important. But I think our guys the last half at Washington, I was impressed. I mean, you can have every reason just to, no way, not one bit, not one. They've never even relented at all, and that's not. I mean, that's a great quality, but obviously this is one that that's what I don't understand. I don't care what the records are. It don't matter what the records are. You know that in this game's going to come down to the team that prepares, that wants it the most, right, and the team that wins the turnover ratio wins this game. Discipline, turnover ratio, that's what's going to correlate into who wins this football game. And it doesn't matter what the records are. This is a rival game. And if you'll go and look at all over the country at all the rival games, there's probably more upsets in those games than any game. And our deal, we don't care about upsets, who's favored. I couldn't tell you who's favored, who's not favored. I couldn't tell you anything about it. I know one thing. What our focus is focused on being prepared, being disciplined, going down there and getting a win. So I like our guys' mindset. Our guys have worked hard. We had great practice this week. We're being smart. We didn't, we wore pads yesterday. We took them off today. It's a short week, so it's a little bit abbreviated. But our guys have been dialed in and focused. And again, if you can't get motivated for this, there's something wrong with you.
When do you think the last time you had as close to a full squad at practice as possible? August.
I would think the week of USC. Would you say that?
Yeah, if you take out Christian Sam.
Well, no, you go back, yeah. I mean, Cam's he's been hurt all year. I mean, he really has. He hadn't been healthy all year. Christian got hurt week 1, but that was just one or two. I mean, having everybody, you'd have to go back to week 1 in AU. But as far as having multiple, when you go out there and there's multiple, it's been ever since the USC. The second quarter, last 2 minutes of the USC game was not good.
And then Manny, has he practiced? I mean, since he got hurt at USC, has he had a full week of practice?
No. He did this week.
Okay, this is this week.
He did this week. He's had but we obviously didn't have contact either. He has not had contact practice at all as far as anything for a while. And most of those weeks he only practiced, kind of walked through a little bit on Thursday, most of the weeks. And so that's hard to do. But on the same hand, that's part of football. That's that football's you have to. That's why it's a team sport. And that's why it's the greatest sport on the planet, because it's physical and it's tough, and you're going to have adversity like that. Now, we probably had a little bit more in our fair share, but and that's really what hurts you, Doug. Not practicing is what absolutely kills you, because then you get in the games and you go like, we could have executed that, or we didn't execute that. You start doing all that stuff. You cannot play this game efficiently and not practice hard and practice fast. And so that makes it difficult, But everybody there's not a team that doesn't have challenges like that now. Some more than others.
Any updates on new players expecting to be back that didn't play or were injured last week?
Expect Sam Jones to be back. He's practiced, I think, the last couple of days. Stephon, we're expecting him to be back. Now, when I get in, they might have said, I don't know how they practiced today, so I'll know more. But we're expecting the 2 of those offensive linemen to be back. Zach won't be back.
Gump and Gamage.
Gump, I expect Gump. Gamage, questionable. Cam's out. Rather all the guys they're out, like Christian Sams. And Armand we expect him to play, but he's been dealing with the same thing for a while. Anybody? Is there anybody else?
Marcus?
Marcus Ball, expect him to play.
You go on the road in a rivalry game. How important is it to have the seniors in the locker room prepare the freshmen and sophomores who haven't been in that environment before?
I think your leadership on your team is very important when you're going on the road. This is different. It's a rival week. There shouldn't be any problem getting motivated. So leadership's important on your team, but it's not all the vocal, give a speech, all that stuff. Leadership is what you do every day. You can't just all of a sudden be emotional on rival week and just be awesome. It's just not. You're going to reap what you sow. Make sense? And but the key in these rival games is making sure you control your emotions, because the team that wins these games, if you'll go and just look, it'll be the one that wins the turnover battle. That's who will win, period. And most rival games, that's what it is.
I'm going to ask, Coach, how do you keep you guys loose for this game? I mean, you guys seem like you have a little bit more to play for with the postseason and whatnot, but
We don't do that. We don't. I mean, even when we, I don't go in there every day and just. It's not dooming. I'm not falling apart. I mean, every day I'm the same way every day. Like I said, I've faced a lot more adversity in my first 4 games as a head coach, and I think nothing will ever make me flinch from that. And also, just be an example for how you respond to adversity. So you just can't let your emotions get. But on the same hand, you can't underestimate. You got to make sure that you go in, and there's no reason in the world why we should be underestimating anybody, because these games are always close. They're always usually a 1-score game or so, and it's a team that makes the least amount of mistakes going to win. So, we don't really. You have to ask questions and all that stuff, and people ask me about how does it feel, what do you say, or how do you do when you lose at this game, or you have this many losses in a row or something like that. You do what you do every day. I don't learn anything from losing other than humility, and that I don't want to do it anymore. And so, but on the same hand, there's lots of things that to be proud of. There's lots of things to build upon. This team has great heart, great character, no quit in them, and that bodes well for where we're going and what we're trying to accomplish. And this is a game that you don't want to get too high, you don't want to get too low. You want to go out and you want to execute. And it's just like you pointed out the penalty deal. 8 or 9 penalties in each of the last 2 games. That's a record for us, I think. Okay, that I don't think that would be there if we won the 3 games that we were close to winning. Make sense? And so that's what you can't have. You got to understand. You got to stay true to the discipline stuff. And then you can say, well, what was because there can't be that many of the calls you disagree with, right? Make sense? That's kind of the deal. But our guys, I've never been more pleased with how our guys respond and how they're working. They're working hard every day, and they've done that. We've had guys that have played 4 quarters in games that hadn't practiced 20 minutes. That's hard to do, and are going through some tough stuff to do that, which shows great. But on the same hand, some of the things where depth and things like that have been an issue, but it doesn't matter. The bottom line, you got to get it done, and that's what makes football, I think, the greatest sport, because it emulates life. The only way you can lose is not get back up. You got to keep getting back up, and then you got to get back up and get things corrected, and make, because the mistakes, the biggest thing that's been you go back in any team. I get to go to any conference, go to the bottom, find the bottom team, go look at their turnover ratio. Let's go right up the deal. Now ours is up there. I think we're 4th or 5th in turnover ratio, because we're starting to get some more turnovers. But we need to stop turning the football over. Stop turning the football over, you'll see that you'll win the close games. So, anyway, I don't know. That's what I think. What else?
Everybody, happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, today? I'm not gonna talk to him tomorrow.
No, sir.
All right. Well, happy Thanksgiving to the Sun Devil Nation. Just very thankful for the young men that I get to work with, and for all the people that I get to interact and work with in doing this thing.